Hi friends, it's Tanya, and I am here to start my Christmas crafts. I hope that you guys enjoyed my Thanksgiving crafts, and I wanted to go ahead and get started on the Christmas ones because I want to give you guys enough time to, buy any of the stuff that you want. So I'm going to start them right after my gratitude series, my autumn series. So here is the wreath I'm going to do. The first thing I'm going to do is a wreath because I think that is just so fun, and I'm trying to give you guys different options. I've kind of showed you with my Halloween wreath and then my Thanksgiving wreath, I showed you kind of some different options, and this is my Christmas wreath, and this is another option I want to show you guys. So if you don't have this form, you can use the styrofoam ones as well, or I've also seen them use a pool noodle that you get at the Dollar Tree and kind of put it together and tape it. You can use that as well, but this is what I'm using, and let me measure it really quick and I will tell you the width of this. It's about an 18-inch wreath. So anyway, so that is what you need, and you're going to need a glue gun, and then you're also going to need 5 different kinds of plaid. So this is the green one that I have. It's green and black, and you do not need as much as I have here. This is way too much. Let me start at the other end, but you just need a few inches of each. So this one is a beautiful green and black, and I just think it's so pretty. So, and if you do not have this, another option would be to use like some old scarves or something like that. So I'm just going to show you what you need. If you guys don't have this, I also quilt, and so this is quilting supplies if you didn't notice. With the cutting mat, this is the ruler, and then I also have a rotary cutter here that I use to cut fabric out, and this is just the easiest way to cut it straight. If you don't have this, I would suggest using a ruler and then a chalk pencil and marking what you need, and doing it that way. So this is just how I do it because it's how I've done it forever. And so I'm just going to trim off my edge here really fast, and I'll show you what we need to do. Like I said, I have quilted most of my life, so anyway. Okay, so now that I have a clean edge here, I'm going to go into 3 inches and put this on the, and I love these mats for cutting because you have a straight edge on the bottom, a straight edge on the top, and then straight edges across here, so you definitely know what 3 inches is and everything. So I'm going to go to 3 inches here, and then at the top as well, and then I'm just going to go ahead and cut this with my rotary cutter, and then I'm going to do another 3 inches. So 1, 2, 3 on 15 is the other 3 inches. And this is just the size I recommend. You can do it different sizes if you want to. This is just what I recommend. Okay, so I'm going to put this away, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do with the rest of it. So I had to fold this over so I could cut it, but you probably don't have to do that if you have a longer mat. I said I needed a smaller mat so I could show you the area here. So let me just show you the other part really quickly, and then I'm going to come back after I cut everything. But I'm just going to take these 2 strips and measure them together. And all you want to do is cut the edges here off, because you're going to want this to be, 2 different pieces. Because of course this was off of a bolt, and so it overlapped. So I'm just cutting off the edges there so that it doesn't overlap. And then I'm going to want to cut this as close to the middle as I can. So this one is about 21.5 inches. So I'm just going to cut it as close to the middle as I can here. So that would be about 10.5. I'm going to just cut it at 10.5 here across. And then that makes 4 pieces on top and 4 pieces on the bottom for a total of 8 pieces. So you don't actually even need that many. You'd need 5, but you would need more than what you'd get off of just the 2 pieces. So that's why I did 2. And then you can make this twice, or I have another thing I can show you what to use this for. So you need to go ahead and do this, getting, like I said, 5 different patterns of plaid. And like I said, the options are endless. You could use socks. You could use, I've seen it used with socks. I've seen it used with scarves before. You can use all kinds of different things. So anyway, that's what you need to do. So I have my 5 right here. So here's my 5 different colors that I'm going to use for this craft here. You can see them. Let me just spread them out here so I can show you. Okay, so those are the colors that I chose. And they're all kind of Christmassy and fun. I wanted a one lighter one to throw in there, and I wanted the dark greens and reds, of course. So now I'm going to set these aside, and I'm just going to show you the first part of this, and then so I'm taking my wreath here, and you can take this plastic off, but I like to leave it on here because otherwise it kind of makes a mess as you're trying to work. So, and I'm just going to flip it over. It's ripped here on the back, so I wanted to use this part first. So all you do is taking a piece of your plaid here. We're just going to go ahead and glue this on and around the wreath, just like so. Making sure that the seam, you can't see the seam on this side of the wreath because you don't want that. So you can either take this and wrap it fuller around like that, which is probably what I'm going to do, or you can fold it over, which I think I'm actually going to fold it over. That way it doesn't have a raw edge on the back. So, like this. And you could use some liquid glue, some of the no-sew glue. If you guys are any kind of a sewer, a seamstress, you know that they have that. Otherwise, you can just use hot glue, or they have a couple other options. But I'm just using hot glue because I have it handy, and this is what I really like to just use hot glue most of the time, as you guys probably know. So taking that, it's done. Now I'm going to go to the next piece, and I'm going to use some of this beautiful hunter green, and I'm going to layer it the same right next to it. And you just want to overlap the edges just a bit, not too much, but just a bit. Let me show you the front so you can see. I'm just overlapping that. Okay, so you just want to overlap just a little bit. You don't want to take too much of the cover too much of the fabric, because I like the big fat pieces of the plaid there, but you just want to make sure that you cover it all the way around. So like that, and then you're just going to alternate doing this with all of your different plaids here. And I like to put a dab of glue right where they overlap, just so it holds it in place. And I'm pulling this down like so. There you go. Whoops. There we go. So I'm just holding this tight so that you don't want it to be too loose. Okay? So that's all that I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and continue alternating these as I go around, and wherever I see fit to put another color in there, I will. So I'm probably going to do, let me see. I'll show you guys this. Let me see really quickly. I'm going to grab a red one. I just had to get the red and the green because of Christmas colors. These are just so fun. So I definitely got the red. I think I'm going to alternate the red there, and then I'll do white and then black. And then start over. I think the white looks good next to the red. And then the black. So I'm probably just going to go like that. And I'm just going to go all the way around. Isn't that fun? So, and I might have cut too much. So if that's the case, then I will definitely show you that when I'm done. So I will be right back after I go ahead and do this, glue them all the way around, just like I showed you. Okay, I just wanted to show you that when you're taking something flat and you're doing it around something round, you're going to have to make a few adjustments. So like I did this one off a little bit, and you can do that, or you can tuck it. So I just wanted to make sure that you saw that. And then anyway, I'm just continuing. I'm almost done. So I'll just talk through the rest of this, I think. Let me see, I want this one. And it doesn't matter if you're going to overlap if you don't end up the whole pattern, because on the front we're going to put something on the front there that will hide it. So we just want to continue going around and doing all the plaid. And I don't know if you saw, but I was kind of flipping this over as I went and just making sure that the front of it looked good, because that's the part that's going to show, and that's what I'm worried about. So I'm just kind of keeping the spacing about the same. I'm trying to anyway. So that's all that I'm doing there. Whoops, that's a little warm. So you can do this with any fabric, you guys. If you have scraps or leftover, you can do it with that as well. I mean, I just think the options are pretty endless with this. I think it's really fun. Okay, so I'm almost done here. Again, I'm just flipping it over here to make sure that this looks good on the front. It's really my main concern is how it looks on the front. But anyway, there we are. I'm just going to fold this down a wee bit. And I just like things to look good on both sides of the wreath, and especially if this was on a glass door. This will be on a glass door where it is, so you'll be able to see the other side of it. So I just wanted to make sure that both sides of this look really pretty. So even if, you know, I saw this folded over on the other side through the door, it would still look lovely. At least I think it would. So, okay, next is red. There we go. Like I said, I'm just flipping it over and checking the spacing on the side. There, like that. I'm going to fold this down. And I'm kind of pulling this top piece here in a bit as I'm, you know, gluing this. It's kind of how I've been making the adjustment, but I wanted to show you the other way as well, just so you have different options depending on your style, how you like to do it. Okay, so I just need 2 more pieces. So I have my black piece of plaid there and my white piece of plaid here. So I think they'll both fit, and I think we'll be fine. But if it doesn't, when we put the decorations on the front of it, you can hide that area that's not, that's different, where it doesn't complete the pattern. So I just want to let you guys know that. It's not a big deal if you don't complete the pattern. There we go. And right now, if you guys, you know, live by a Joann's, they have all their plaid, I think, is like 30 to 40% off. So if you're interested, that's where I got all this plaid. And I've used about, this is the 3rd glue stick I'm putting in here, just to give you guys a rough estimate of what supplies you'll need. Okay, and I'm going to see if this will cover. I think it will cover everything. I'm just going to make sure I'm really careful here with what I do. And then when I flip this over here, I can make any adjustments I need to make sure it covers. There we go, just like that. Perfect. So that covers everything. So I'm really lucky. So that's why I estimated with the 3 inches that would be fine, and I was lucky, and it did. So and there we go. Okay. There we are. If you have any pieces, like I'll show you here, that are like coming up like this is when you need to go through and just add a little dab of glue on anything that's sticking up like that, so that it doesn't go through. There we are. I think that that is pretty much the only one. I had to tie, I was tying it a little looser over here just to make sure that I could fit all of them in here. But I think the rest of them are okay, but I'm going to add a couple of pieces of little bits of glue on this last part here just to make sure it all stays together. And that piece there. And you could also use pins if you wanted to. So, okay, so I'm feeling like that looks really cute. So now what we're going to do is taking some embellishments here. And I have a few different ones, but I got these at the Dollar Tree, and I think I want to use these. Like I got this really cute little sled here from the Dollar Tree, and I got some of these as well, these little snowflakes, and I thought it'd be kind of fun. And I also have a couple of little bows here, but I don't think I'm going to use these. But I thought it might be kind of fun to make this into like a little wintertime celebration. So I'm going to go look, because I think I also have some mittens and things, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I found a few things in my stash. I have these, they're actually made to tie or make a wreath with. I got these at Hobby Lobby, but they also have these at Dollar Tree. So they look like this. They're just like little trim the tree branch things. They're just twist ties to like put garland and things around. So that's all that these are. And so I've gotten these, and I've snipped them in half. And I'm just starting to kind of fuss with this a bit to see how I want it. I'm probably going to want a few more of these. But I have this really cute, I really like this little, even though it's plastic, I got it from the Dollar Tree, and I really like it. So I'm thinking I'm going to put that there maybe, and then I have this snowflake that I'll cut this off, and I'll put this down here perhaps, I'm thinking. And I found this in my stash for last year. It's just a little mitten that's stuffed with a little bit of greenery around it. So I'm just kind of fiddling with the greenery around here. I want the green to kind of pop out, like so. I'm thinking I'm going to do something like that. It's kind of fun. I think I actually got this at Hobby Lobby. Is where I think I got it at. Anyway, I'm just going to try and put it through this here. And kind of, I'm just like, again, I'm just fiddling with this until I kind of get something that I want. Something that I like. I just don't like the edge of this so much, which is why I was thinking I wanted to cover it up. And I think I might go ahead and just stick some more green. So all I'm doing is folding this in half. And then I am giving it a good twist. And I have some wire cutters here. These aren't the best wire cutters. So I honestly have not been using them. I start it and then I end up going like that and doing the rest myself. So there we go, just like that. Because I like them, I like them to be directional. Otherwise you could just fold them, but then they end up going two different ways, which probably isn't a big deal. But I just am weird like that. That's how I like it. So I think I'm just going to start fiddling with it like this and just putting some around it. Now this is just whatever you have that you want, but to me, I love plaid. It's all about outdoors, and if you want to stick a big old bow on here, you definitely can. And that's all you would need maybe, is just a bow. Maybe put some lights in the bow. Yeah, that's all I would recommend. So, but I think that I just wanted to put a little bit more of the greenery through like that. So I'm probably going to just do something like that. Keep going. I think you guys probably saw, I was just fiddling with this until I liked what I saw, and then I started gluing down with the sled still on here. I started gluing down the green around it, and then I'm going to fiddle with it a little bit more, but that's all that you really do. You just keep fiddling with it until you like it. Now if you want to, you can take one of these and go through the sled and then down around and tie it in the back, but I think maybe I will. Let me see if I can figure it out here through here. I was just trying really hard to make this a two-way kind of a thing where I could see on either side, because this is going on a glass door. And then you could tie that like this, which I think I might end up doing just one like this, just to make sure that that sled stays in place very well. But see, I don't think one looks bad on there at all. So there we go. Now I'm just going to start to fiddle around with the rest of it. And really, this is all to your looks, to your liking, to whatever you want, because you know it is, after all, your wreath. So I'm just making sure that none of this is going to go anywhere. The glue is sticking. And then you can bend these around afterwards to whatever shape you want them to. And if we need more, we can add more. I just wanted to make this kind of like an outdoorsy kind of vibe. That was my thing here, my desire, I guess. So I'm just going to mess with this a little bit, my cute little mitten. I feel like a mitten and sled. It just looks so cute. So this is where I'm going to start to glue these where I want them. I want that right in front of the mitten right there to kind of hide the edge. There we go. Look at the back here. I'm just making sure this is all glued on there very well. I know you guys are probably going to ask me where I got this, and I really do think I got it at Hobby Lobby at their clearance sale last year, the end of the season. I always go towards the end of the season and buy whatever I can that I feel like I'm going to use. So I really like the look of this so far. So I want to add this snowflake to it, so I'm going to go ahead and trim this off. And these, again, are just from the Dollar Tree. This snowflake here and this sled thing is just from the Dollar Tree. So that's all I'm going to do here. I'm cutting off the the tag as well. There, and then I just kind of want it to like sit like this in that little space. I need some more glue. I kind of want this to pop out. So now you could use pins like I was saying and just stick it through here and pin it on if you want to. But I really just like the hot glue. It's my medium of choice, I guess. So I feel like it needs a few more out here. So this is where once you get the pieces in, and these are the pieces I wanted, was the sled, the mitten, and this little snow. So now that I have the pieces that I want and where I want them, now you can go ahead and add more of this. And if you, like I said, if you get this at the Dollar Tree, it is $1. If you get it at this was $2.99 at Hobby Lobby. This set here, you can see it's $2.99, and I got it right now. They have 50. I think they have 50% off right now. So I mean, you can get this for $1.50 if you want to use this. And I think these just look a little bit more realistic to me, than the Dollar Tree. But you know, I'm sure those would look great too. I mean, they're really. I don't really feel like there is a wrong one. And then I got these ones here at Joann's, as you can see just a little bit of the difference there. So it really doesn't matter. They have them everywhere right now, and they're not that expensive, and they work beautifully for things like this. So I'm going to go ahead and I think I want to stick some out here. Like I said, I really just wanted this to be, I just wanted it to be fun, look like outdoorsy. You've gone outside and you're enjoying the weather, and playing in the snow. I love the snow. I didn't like it at first when I first moved to Utah because I am not a snow person. But once I learned to enjoy it and play in it, I really like it even more now. Okay. I just think I need a little bit more over here, and I think I need more even at the top. I'm just going to continue. And you just want to make sure that the glue is hidden. I'm just kind of sticking this in the twines of the sled here. And I'm going to glue it in there. Yeah, I'm actually really glad that I used that other piece to tie the sled on here, because it is really helping to hold it and make it secure. So yeah, I definitely recommend that if you guys are thinking about, if you want to make this. Just head over to the Dollar Tree and grab this sled. They still have it. I saw it at my Dollar Tree. Pick this up for a minute so I can put glue down the sides of it. or just if they don't have it by you, then just grab some other ornaments that you want to put on there and just make it your own. Anyway, I pull out my box of supplies and just start looking through everything to see if there's anything else I want to add. You know, I love to just keep everything from the other seasons. I just feel like it needs a little bit more layering here. Like I said, these come with 20 to a pack, or 10 to a pack, which is 20 for you if you're doing it like I am and cutting them in half. And I'm mostly doing that too because I don't want to waste it. Like, I think sorry guys, I need to hold this up for just a second. So I think that is exactly what I want. I'm just going to glue those last ones in. So there we go. I will put it up on the wall and then I will be back to show you how it looks. So there it is on the door. And I really like the look of the plaid. It kind of stands out to me without a bow. I didn't want this one to have a bow just because of the plaid. I wanted that to be the centerpiece of this craft. And kind of the outdoorsy vibe there. And I just think it looks really pretty hanging on the door. And I love the look of the little sled there. And if you wanted to add any more berries in here or pine cones, you could definitely do that. But I'm just going to leave it like that for now. If you felt, I mean, obviously you're making this for you, so whatever you would like is what you would make. But anyway, thank you for watching, and this kicks off our 12 crafts of Christmas, and our 12 cards of Christmas are on their way as well. So I hope that you guys are enjoying the series, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!